I awaken, alone in a strange wasteland. How did I get here? It is unknown. What is this place? Also unknown. It seems the unusual climate pressures here have caused me to speak in a strange tongue. Although I know I am the bobby dog, even my own voice seems like words from a stranger. In this barren wasteland, gone are the fluffy trees, the flowing rivers, and the luscious mountainsides. As I look around, I can't help but wonder, is this the beginning of civilization, or a mere glimpse of its demise? I must solve the riddles. I must find the clues to the wasteland. If I'm going to survive, I must explore this strange wasteland. After traveling for what seemed like an eternity, I have found a lone tree. Is this a rare artifact that was missed by whatever ravished this land? Or perhaps it is a new sign of hope, set out to bring life once again to this barren wasteland. If I'm going to survive, I must take from this tree its valuable resources. I must be delicate with the saplings and nurture them for hopes of a future harvest. With no tools at my disposal, I must resort to using my bare hands to take down this tree. While this makeshift method seems fairly adequate, I have suffered several broken bones and flesh wounds in the process. I am growing weak. Dehydration, hunger, and injury is taking its toll on me. I am fading. I have awoken once again in this wasteland. It has become increasingly apparent if I choose to stay here, I will be choosing to die here. I must change my plans. I must continue to explore this strange wasteland in the hopes of finding a way back to the place I once called home. Oh my God, I'm back. I'm home. All the time it was. They finally really did it. You maniacs! Not another one! Gosh darn you! Gosh darn you all to the nether! Gosh darn you. Getting a little artsy fartsy there, huh? This is Bubby. We're back. Some issues getting a video out here in the last couple weeks, so trying to get this done. Had some hard drive problem and some internet problems, but so did a few things. Hopefully they don't get mad at this outrageous farm I got here. Yeah, that's just temporary. I have no idea where I'm gonna put one. I just got a few other things going I might need. Not in a big rush to get millions of stuff. Put these sheep here, but end up not using them because I end up doing that last scene of that movie. End up having to do that in single player because of internet issues. So, plus The movie's in black and white. I don't know why I was worried about the color of the wool. I did get a little bit done here. I might double this, but this is kind of the wheel for the windmill, or water mill. I keep saying it wrong. I think it looks alright. Those paddles might be in the wrong direction, but I don't think I'm going to change it. So that's really all I got done up here. I did finally get the stairway done. So a little bit of sludge down here for no reason whatsoever. Made this go underneath the water. Not really finished, but got this stuff, this no purpose at all, just something to look at. This will probably get changed. So now we can come down here, looking through the shelves into this part. Seen all this before. And the only thing with the stairways, you always end up winding. Everything's winding, but then we get down to here. Now because I put this here, and I totally got lucky on this, but I was able to, this way it's only like 3 thick right now. That'll get changed later. But I was able to go out this way, make another hallway, which let me get into this part, which if you've seen out here. So I can get in here to work on stuff, add things, get to my wiring. But then also, actually I didn't show you this, kind of benefit here, it made me a passageway to the, we'll come back here because we're going to hook up tesseracts automation today. Anyway, you can come down, and then this is totally worked out, pure luck. So that one mine shaft we were at before, this will be our stairway down to here. So, got lucky on that. I was hoping that would happen. I added more banks here, made this a little bigger. I think it's still going to be 1 or 2 tall, more taller, and definitely get wider. But now these are all tied in, so we should not have any problems getting power to where we need it. And I'm going to make I'm not sure how thick I'm going to go here. I was really going to keep them just a one wide, but I think I've already some of these somewhere. Yeah, made it too thick. We might go, I don't know, we might go more later. I'll have to ask, I can't remember. I know if you get your banks to a certain size, they start causing issues, like for the server, so I'll find out before I get too crazy with it. And yeah, we finished the ceiling. Again, I searched for crazy made mist worlds to get a donkey, and I didn't even use it because I said I had to go to single player to finish that. We got our doorway. This comes back. Oop. And we're going to get a few more for the auto processing here. I've just been kind of building it as I go. I think you've seen all that. We built that last time. Got the other one done. Got our alloys. And a few other things. So, I guess what we're going to do today is we're going to work on automating our tesseracts. And then we're going to do like the kind of the, I don't know, something I came up with is like a base system, which works pretty well if you're going to order like 50 of them at a time. You might want to add in another magma crucible and fluid transposer, but this works for what I need. And then we'll have our infusers for our steel and whatever the alloy is you need. I put these plates here. I don't really know if I like them, but the thing I hate about these infusers is they're not, I can get the stupid thing, break what I want. There we go. You can see they're not a full square, and you can see through, so not really sure I like that. Well, it works for now. So I think I got stuff prepared. We'll go behind here and hook up this tesseract. Now I already have the recipes for the ingots. They won't actually make it because they can't. I don't have the machine hooked up to make the whatever you need. Let me look. Oop. Not gonna let me do it that way, are you? Yeah. Actually, I do have that hooked up. I have the program in for that and that. The recipe. Is this the buckets? Oh, it's for this, I believe. Whatever. I can't actually make the buckets. I had to make them by hand to get that far, but we'll take care of that. And we'll get over to that in just a second. Alright, sorry I had to stop there for a second, but we'll get on to those tesseracts. I'm going to order capacitor. Oh, let's do 64. I think I need 60. That should be going. Alright. So, the way I like to do this is, and I kind of came up with this with hooking up these because they only, unlike thermal expansion, you can't assign one of the inputs to do both slots. Like you have your purple slot in this, you can't have them both come in one. So I've tried to simply hook a pipe up to your interface, and that didn't work. I remember trying that with a long time ago with the thermal expansion ducts or whatever they're called. It didn't work. I believe I tried it with the what I'm actually using now, the item conduits, but I still think it doesn't actually register as a inventory, so it won't input into that. So basically how I got around that, it will throw it into a chest. So what we're going to do is we need to have the ender pearls come into here, and we can tell it to just throw it right into the fluid transposer. And we need our buckets and then our tesseract cases come here to get filled. So I guess we'll do this. We don't really need to, but there we go. Alright. So we'll hook up our, tell this disabled. So this will extract. We don't want it. Let's do it automatically. Do a blacklist so it'll take everything. So in this one, we're going to insert whitelist. This way it'll only let the ender pearl in there. We'll go ahead and program this. Then putting on top. That's there. That's the side we want it to go out. We don't see it over here. Yeah. So now it automatically, this will, when we put the pattern in here, it'll put things in the chest. This will suck them out. Put the ender pearl in here. Melt it down. Then automatically send it over here. This one we want the input on top. Turn all these off. We'll put this on the side. So there we go. And then this will be our import bus. And where's it good? We can hook it up right here. So there, we're all set. So this is pretty much set up. We're going to need to make a pattern. I think I did that. Oh, I didn't set this up yet. You can leave this one blank, but we'll go ahead and tell it to send, for now, a bucket here. So that way it knows a bucket's going there. We need to make patterns. Hopefully I got blank ones ready to go. And I don't. Alright. Blank. Let's make up a few of those. Come on. Come on. Come on. Frame rate drop there for some reason. Hopefully the video don't look weird. Let's grab the rest later. Okay. Them in there. So now we need to tell it. It takes 4 of them. So if we do 4 and a bucket, so I'm going to have to get a bucket of it now. See if I can catch it. Oh, I didn't assign this one right. This gets... There we go. Alright. There's a bucket. Oop. You sucker. Alright, well, it'll be over here. So we got this. So there's our pattern. 4 ender pearls and a bucket will give us a bucket of resonant ender. I don't know why I should have went around the wall, but where are we at? Throw that pattern in here. Now we know how to make that. So what's our next step here? Because I do not remember. Oh, we're going to make tesseract frame. We're going to need to make our hardened glass. So we can make that. Actually, you can do it in your induction smelter, but there's also a pattern for it. Where are you at? Give me the recipe. There we go. You can also do it in your alloy smelter, and since I got the upgrades in that, we'll do it in there since it's quicker. This doesn't show it, but it takes 8. Clear that out. So 8 of these. And what's the other thing? I believe it was just one of these. So, and what are we making? I am so confused right now. Oh, the glass. That will make 2 of those. I'm thinking I might have already done that. We're doing that. And this... No, I didn't. So... Oh. Pattern, not the actual item. So now we have that. Now we can make the glass. We can make the buckets. It already knows how to make the ingots for that. We have to make this frame. I thought I was prepared, but no, I guess I'm not. Alright, wait for that to show all. There we go. Hit shift, it'll keep that for me. We're using all hardened glass. Now we've got that. I'll throw that in here. Do I have a spot? We'll put it there. So now we're actually going to have to order one of those frames. Hopefully all this is working. Oh yeah, it's making that. Oh, you know what I forgot? I don't think I have a recipe in there for a bucket. Yep. We'll take care of that real quick. I think it'll be quicker just to grab some iron than search NEI. here. Where's my vanilla crafts? There we go. So it should have. Did it put the bucket in there? There's a bucket. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't. Okay. There we go. Now, you're supposed to be importing. There you go. So we should have a tesseract frame now. Yep. Okay, so we're that far. Now what's the rest of it I need to do? Let's throw that there. That takes 1,000, so that's 4 more ender pearls. I didn't think I was gonna have to be running around this much, but so we gotta tell it if you take this and 4 of those, take the shortcut. We will get. Yeah, we're gonna put 4 of those. Put that. Oh, wait a minute, give me that sucker. There we go. So slow. Come on, come on. I grab it before the import gets it. Ah, no, sucker. All right. So now we got that. That's fine. We gotta make a pattern anyway. And a pattern for that is silver and bronze. So let's get this out. This is the pattern, so it knows to do that. Let's just run that back before I forget. Come on. Where are we at? So now it knows how to do that. The only thing left to do. I still have that on me. Yeah, and I need. Oh, bronze. See if I have the recipe in there. Yes. 4 of those. Silver. 4 of those. Clear. So now it'll know this. Oh, why am I doing? Now I needed 1. So now we got a tesseract. Code. Find the other page. Keep doing it. I always grab the item instead of the. Alright. So now we should be good. So let's go ahead and throw this in there. We don't need these. We'll put this back, put that back. Let's go tesseract. We got the frame that's full. It'll make this one easy because half the parts are there already. And we already got one. But let's go ahead and order another one, make sure all of it works. So craft 1. We should see our machines working. This is making powder. There's the frame. Start the fill. Then all I have to do is craft that bronze and silver around it. Wait. Alright. So it works. Got a tesseracts. So that worked. Like I said, this works fairly well. As long as I usually order 2 at a time, maybe 4 is fine. It's a little bit slow since you're using one machine. You can speed it up by adding another set of these. You can also you can set up level emitters if you just need crazy amounts of them at a time, and it'll keep the different parts. There's a lot of recipes involved in it. So I guess the next thing we'll get onto these to do our steel and the I think it's enriched alloy, and we'll get to that in just a second. Alright, we're back. Realized I didn't leave enough room. I had to change this wall. I didn't have enough room to hook up my chest over here. So we're gonna get back. I got these up. Gonna kind of do the same concept we did over here. So we're gonna put import coming out the top there. I have just enough room to out the side here. That's tied in. Okay. So then basically we'll hook our pipes up. Disconnect this one. That's what we want there. Now, we don't want this. We can just hit this with the pipe or the wrench. Since both of these will be taking iron, we can't. Otherwise, we could have done it all with one. So everything's hooked up. We'll make this. Now, what I'm going to do is a lot of people will just put their interface in here to drop in the iron and then run an import and just keep it flooded with redstone or the coal if you're making your steel or your alloys. This way, you're only using what you need, and then we can also take advantage to make a pattern here. Because if you put just a piece of redstone in, you only get enough to make one alloy, and if you put one piece of coal in, you only get enough to make one piece of enriched alloy or your steel per piece. But if you go ahead and run these through the enrichment chamber, these will give you can actually do 10 pieces out of one piece, so you save a little bit. So we just have to tell the chamber knows that if it puts one of those in, it'll get one of these, and if it puts that in, it'll get carbon. So now this is the enrichment. I went ahead and put the enrichment chamber in the factory. So now the ME system knows how to make both of these. And then we're going to go ahead and tell this to do 10 at a time. So if it puts one of those, 10 of those in there, it's going to know it gets 10 of these. So that's the pattern for that. And then the steel is a little more complicated because you have to make the enriched iron first. But we tell if we put that and 10 of these, we are going to get 10 of these. So now we got that pattern. And then we also need to tell it, get rid of that. If we put, yeah, this is 1 for 1. Or wait, no, that's wrong. What am I doing? Alright. If it puts one of these, 10 of those, we will get 10 steel. Oh wait, no we won't. Take that out, that's alright. We're gonna get the dust, we'll have to cook the dust. So there, we got our patterns. I think now it's just a matter of telling our item conduits what to do with everything. So we'll just keep the top one. We'll do the redstone. So it's going to come in here. It's going to dump it in here. Keep this on extract. We'll take everything out. This will insert. We'll let the iron go on the bottom. And here will be insert whitelist. That. So this knows what to do. We just have to get this set up right. Okay, so it's getting the iron in the bottom. I need this to come in the side. I did both. I think this is reversed. It's actually this side, but and then the output is blue, and that'll be going out the top. Eject is on. This should be set up to go. Got our pattern there, and we're making 10 at a time since that enriched or compressed redstone will make 10. And then down here, this one's going to do both, so it'll be a little slow. I could have it share the other machine, but I'm not too worried about it. So this one's set up. Red will be on top, purple will be on the side, and then blue. So it's going to get the iron from the top. Oop, I had it. Inside. This will be reversed, so output is blue. On that side, this will be the purple. Turn these gray. Eject on. So there, now we just have to program this. Oh, I hate when it does that. Alright, extract. Extract everything. This is on insert, where he said the iron was going in the top. Then insert. This is going in the side. But when we make the other thing, that'll give us the enriched iron. So now the enriched iron goes in the top. That doesn't, nothing changes there. This should be all set up. Let's go order our stuff and see what we get. So let's say alloy. Take these out. We can craft it. We'll order 1. It'll give us 10. Let's see if I actually hook this. That was the top one. Oh, that's right. I had to make the compressed redstone first. So see, we got 100 instead of just having 1, so it's more efficient. It's importing. We should see them in here. Alloy. So that's working. Let's go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and order steel. It'll have to do 2 things first. Steel dust. I'll have to tell something to make that, but order 1. This is making what it needs. It knows it needs more than 1. So now it's making the enriched, which I don't have any upgrades in here. This will take forever. Yeah. So I guess while we're doing that, ahead and do these. I think it was these two that needed it. And I have to shift click for this. My computer is this update happy, and this will not stop. Alright, we got those. Let's go check on this and see where we're at. 4 more. Come on. Yeah, that'll be as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm definitely gonna get some upgrades going in here. 2. Come on. Now we should see another compressed carbon coming here, and then the enriched come out here. There we go. We got 100. I'll do the 10 pieces. And we're getting our steel. I'll just have to tell one of the machines over here to auto cook it, but we'll do that later. I'm thinking that's all I wanted to do. So we have our steel, we have tesseracts, auto crafting, our steel, and our alloys, and I think that's the only two on this version. The only two things we use that for. I know on the beta server they actually have. I think you have to use that to make your circuits. And I know they also have, which is kind of neat, the you can enrich your diamond dust, so you can get, when you're making your obsidian ingots, you can actually get 10 per diamond, which is pretty convenient. Alright, I guess that's it, and we'll see you next time.